Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever YouTube video, which is exciting and scary all at the same time. For my first video, I thought I would do my June favourites. These are my favourite videos to watch on YouTube, and I feel like not many people make them that much anymore. So I wanted to share with you my favourites, the products I've been loving in June, basically. I got a good mix of skincare, haircare and makeup, so let's get into it. I will start with skincare because if you're here from my Instagram, I know that that's probably what you are all here for. This is the Hadalabo Hyaluronic Acid Solution, I think this is called. I briefly touched on this on Instagram. I don't typically like hyaluronic acid. No matter how I apply it on damp skin. I use a really good occlusive to lock it in, but it just dries my skin out. This one from Hadalabo is the only one that really works for me. Like, it really plumps my skin up, but without like drying it out. And I like to apply this like before I apply a sheet mask or like before all of my skincare. I don't know why I sound really croaky. Yeah, I like to apply this like before all my skincare on damp skin, but I don't dampen my skin with water. I like to use like a mist. I have been using, let me find it, the Cordillili grape water. This stuff is so nice. It's just so nice and refreshing. Like, you can just spray it on and like be refreshed, basically. So I spray this on, dampen my skin, then apply this, then apply a sheet mask, and it really helped like hydrate my skin and keep it plump and smooth all day long. Next up, I have no idea how to say this. Is that focusing? Pyunkang Essence Toner. I don't know how to say that. But anyway, this is like an essence toner. It's really hydrating, and I don't know what is in this. What are the ingredients? Nothing is standing out to me. I really like this. This definitely adds like a layer of hydration like on my skin. Well, obviously it adds a layer of hydration on my skin. This just adds like an extra layer of hydration before my other products. It's like it is a toner like in a typical sense, but it's ever so slightly thicker. It absorbs really quickly into my skin, and it leaves my skin with such a nice like glow. Like, whenever I've used this, like I use it in the morning and in the evening, but when I wake up in the morning, my skin just looks like more glowy and like healthier. I really like this, highly recommend. Another toner that I've been loving is the Ole Hendrickson Glow 2.0 Dark Spot Toner, high potency AHAs. This is like my third bottle, I think. This is hands down the best toner I have ever used, or AHA toner I have ever used. It is just like, I don't know, like the first time I used it, it was like using like an AHA face mask. It just took that like layer of dead skin cells off and like just left my skin so smooth. My skin just looks so nice and glowy and healthy. And what I like about this one though is that my skin's not sensitive to like products, but it's kind of sensitive. Actives, that's the word. It's kind of sensitive to actives. Like, if I've used too many, like my skin will just be like no, and it will shrivel up and turn into a dry horrible mess. But it's never done that with this toner. So yeah, I just really like that, and it's been one of my favourites for a very long time. Another product I wanted to talk about is this Inkey Ceramide Night Treatment. This, as I said, with like using actives, I was using a retinol, and oh my god, I had like the worst reaction to it I've ever had to anything. Like, I know retinols are supposed like you're supposed to have some kind of reaction, but like this whole area of my face was like red, it was raw, like anything I put on it stung. It was just horrendous. It has ceramides in it, it has sodium hyaluronate, which are both great ingredients for the skin and repairing the skin barrier. And this is like a kind of, it's kind of thick and like nourishing, but it doesn't feel heavy like on the skin. It just, I don't know, it just feels nice. It feels like it's doing something. But it does say that to use this like as your nighttime moisturizer, which for me, I have super dry skin, and that wasn't hydrating enough on its own. So I do go in with like another moisturizer on top. I use like the Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream to like seal everything in, and I find that really helps. So I use this, a moisturizer, then the 8-hour cream, and my skin is nice and plump in the morning. And yeah, I highly recommend this. And it's like £15, which I think is a really good price for what you're getting with this. The last skincare product that I've been loving throughout June, is that right, June? Are we in July? I don't even know, like quarantine has just messed with my brain. I've got no idea what day of the week it is or anything. But another product I've been loving throughout June is the Roche Posay Pure Vitamin C10 Serum. And vitamin C is just an ingredient. If you don't have it in your routine, I highly recommend you checking out a vitamin C. Like it just, I like to use them at night, but you can use them in the morning as well, because it's like an antioxidant, so it will like stop the sun from damaging your skin. But I like to use it at night because I don't like loading up my skin in the morning. But this is just one of the best vitamin C's I've tried. It's like not, it works, but it's not strong. Like I've tried some vitamin C's that like sting on application and you can really feel them working, but this one works, but you don't get that. And in the morning when I wake up, my skin looks so smooth and glowy, and it's just a really good vitamin C serum. So my last skincare favourite is these Seoulista Beauty Super Hydration Instant Facial. These are like the best sheet masks I've ever used. Like I never ever used to like really like sheet masks until I discovered these. I buy them in a pack of 3 from Amazon, and they are quite expensive for sheet masks. I think individually they're about £8, and for a pack of 3 it's like 21. But these are literally so good. The ingredients, it's got coconut water, glycerol, like all the good stuff, castor oil, and they just leave literally like the glow and the hydration these give me, like just can't be beaten. They leave my skin so smooth and plump and just really healthy looking. I use them in the evening and I just really can't recommend them enough. Makeup, I have been literally loving this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I use this as a foundation. It's like a 3-in-1 product. You can use it as a primer, a foundation, or a highlighter. And it has like this doe foot applicator. To be honest, I don't love the doe foot applicator. I find like if you pull it out too quickly, like the product like spits all over your clothes. That's not good. But anyway, packaging aside, I love this as a foundation. Like, I have really dry skin, and if I put like a full coverage foundation on, it could go horribly wrong if my skin is like flaky. But this, oh my god, it just glides on the skin, it blends in. Like I'm wearing it now and it just gives like the nicest, healthiest glow to the skin, and it's long lasting as well, which surprised me that I don't tend to find glowy dewy products that long lasting, but this lasts fine on me and I don't set it either. I've decided I do like powder, but sometimes I don't like powder, and at the moment I don't like powder, so I've not been setting my makeup, and this has lasted fine. I've worn it like, wasn't last week, it was really hot in the UK. It was really hot and I wore this and it didn't like sweat off or slip around, but it just gives the skin the nicest, healthiest glow. It doesn't have that much coverage. So if you want coverage in a foundation, this probably won't be for you, but if you just want something like your skin but better, then this, I highly recommend it. Next, I wanted to talk about the Fenty cream bronzers, and oh my god, I've always loved cream products over powder products, but these bronzers are literally like the best cream bronzer I've ever used. I have the shade 04 Honey Glaze, which is like just a perfect kind of warm tone. I'm wearing it now and it's really nice. At first I was a little bit worried because they do kind of look oily, and to swatch they are really slippery, but that's the shade there. I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, so they do feel oily. I meant to turn the camera off because I'm so used to filming Instagram videos, so I like do a swatch, turn the camera off, wipe my hand and then continue. Anyway, let me wipe that off. As I was saying, these do look, I can't open it now. These do look oily and feel oily, but they're not like, when you put it on the skin, I don't know what happens, it just meshes with the skin and looks flawless. It doesn't emphasize texture or pores, it just blends so seamlessly and gives you like the most gorgeous bronzy looking glow. And they're great for summer, like I really can't recommend this enough. And an eyeshadow palette I've been loving is the Tammi X Revolution Tropical Twilight palette. And oh my goodness, like look at this palette and look at these shades, like it's just stunning, and the formula is amazing. Like Tammi does such a good job with this palette. Like the mattes are so buttery and so blendable. The shimmers are like really nice as well. They're kind of like that spongy kind of shimmery formula. It's also got pressed glitters in it. I'm yet to use pressed glitters because pressed glitters are just not my thing, but this matte shade is my favourite matte shade in the palette. Look, it's like a mustardy brown colour, I want to say. Like it's just a really unique shade. Like it's not really picking up on camera, it just looks like a medium toned brown, but it's not, it's like kind of mustardy, kind of has like a green undertone. I don't know, I'm rubbish at describing colours, but it's just a really unique colour. I don't think I have anything like it in my collection, and I've got it in like my crease today, and it's just so blendable and long lasting. And this whole palette is like £20, which I think is amazing. So yeah, recommend that. Oh shit. For hair care, I have been loving the Cantu Shea Butter Moisturising Curl Cream Activator. Basically, this is like my natural hair, and when I was younger it was so curly, and I've straightened it for like 15 years and killed it, and I'm trying to bring back my curls and they're kind of working, and this has massively helped. It like claims to, what does it claim? Soothes and enhances natural curl pattern, revealing frizz-free volume. Made with pure shea butter, Cantu restores your real authentic beauty. Embrace your curly, coily, wavy hair with Cantu. And basically, this is, I agree, it does enhance your curls. I don't know if it really gives much volume. Like, I feel like that's something that I need to work on. But it definitely, like, helps the curl form and leaves it frizz-free. Like, let me just show you, like, underneath I got some like really good curls going on, like, and it leaves my hair shiny, it's not heavy, it doesn't weigh it down. You get like a really, like, I feel like this is a decent size for leave-in conditioner, because if you have curly hair or you follow the curly girl method, then you will know how much leave-in conditioner you go through. Like, you need a lot. Maybe I'll do like an in-depth video of like my curly journey so far, products I've been using, and like my current routine. Like, let me know if you'll be interested to see that. So yeah, I really recommend this, especially if you're starting your curly girl journey, then you need this in your life. And then in relation to my curly hair and my curly hair journey, another product I've been loving is the Boucleme Curls Redefined Curl Dividing Gel. This is such a unique formula. This isn't like, I hate the scent of this. It smells like grandma. I don't know, it smells like an old lady. But anyway, scent aside, the product is really good. It's kind of unique. Let me like just tip a bit out and show you. Oh, is it gonna come out? It's like a cream, but it's a gel. So can you see, like, it's not a typical gel kind of consistency, which kind of threw me off a bit when I first used it. But I have been looking for a good gel for a while. Like, I have loads, but I don't know, I never like could get on board with gels. Like, but this one is so good. Like, it really does define the curls, I think, and it gives the right, I don't know, am I even making sense? Does this video even make sense? But it gives the hair like a really good cast, but it's easy to scrunch out. That's what I found with gels and stuff so far. It's like they do hold your curl, but they make it crispy, and I can't get rid of the crispiness. Like, everybody says you have to scrunch it out, but I find if I scrunch my hair too much, it just turns frizzy and horrible. So then I'm just left with like crispy, like, do you remember back in the day when it was really fashionable to scrunch your hair and you put like a ton of gel and mousse in it and just be left with like crispy noodle looking hair? That is what I always found with gels, and that's not the look I'm going for. But this one has really changed the curl game for me. I freaking love this. So I recommend that if you feel like you have the same problems as me, definitely check this out. It is on the pricier side for hair gels. I think this was about £15, and most of the like affordable ones are between like 5 and 10, but I do think this is worth investing in, and I really like it. So that concludes my favourites for June, I think. Yeah, that concludes my favourite. Thank you guys so much for watching my first ever YouTube video. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this, but hopefully I will. Thank you guys so much for watching, and do let me know what you want to see from me in the future. And if you like this video and you want to see more, then what do YouTubers say? Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.